Okay, all right, here we go. We talked about some things when it pertained to the hair facts. Can somebody tell me something about hair facts that we talked about?
Low porosity is resistant.
Okay, low porosity is resistant. Someone else, what else did we talk?
Melanin,
Not yet.
oh, okay.
Okay,
The cuticle
Yes.
of the hair protects,
go ahead.
the cuticle of the hair protects the interior cortex layer and contributes up to 20% to the overall strength of the hair.
Okay, give us snaps. Y'all on the roll. Yes. Okay.
What's the name?
Okay, Sanaya.
Okay, I found out that porosity and density are different.
Porosity and density are different. What's the difference between the two?
The porosity is the amount of moisture the hair can absorb, and the density is the amount of strands in a square inch.
Okay, give her snaps. Good. What else? What else can we think about in this?
The cortex holds 80% of the moisture. It holds the other 80% out of the cuticle had for the 20.
What is it? What is it hold?
Cortex, the middle layer, it holds all the moisture.
Not the moisture,
The overall strength.
the
I mean, yeah, the
overall
overall
strength.
strength,
Yes, the overall strength. Give her snaps. Good, yes.
Another one would be there's a difference between hair color and hair color.
Okay, what's the difference?
So hair color, separate, two words,
Uh-huh.
is the color of the natural hair, and hair color is the professional artificially coloring of the hair.
Okay, yes. Awesome. That sounds real good. Somebody else?
The two
That's
words,
That's the two separate words, is the natural.
You said, they spelled the same.
They spelled the same, the only difference is,
They still color like with the new or, you know.
really?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen it. They do
Yeah,
it?
yeah, they do. Yeah, a lot of times I think it's those like London
French or
French,
something?
yeah. But okay,
But yeah, they
so
spell it the same.
Yeah.
Oh.
The difference is the
Well,
separation of the
separate
words.
Is natural, your natural hair color, and the one word
Is the artificial.
artificial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay, good deal. Come on,
The high porosity
I gotta get your Kayla.
is a quicker processing time.
The quick processing time. Yes, that's what we equate that with. Okay, come on, bring it.
Okay, to test the porosity, use the finger and the thumb test. You put, you grab a portion of hair, hold the hair at the top and at the bottom, and you take your finger off the bottom and you lightly go down to see if the cuticles are raised, if it's smooth.
Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so we seen that in practical as well. So we'll know exactly in those expectations. Okay, some of the things when we're looking at identifying the natural color of the hair and its tone. So learning to identify a client's natural hair color is the most important step in becoming a good colorist. So natural hair ranges from dark or black to dark brown to red, or from dark blonde to light blonde. Now, hair color is unique to each individual. No two people have exactly the same color, but the three types of melanin that is in the cortex, and you all remember when I said the cortex, and they have those little dots in it like chocolate chip cookies. We talk about eumelanin and pheomelanin. Now, eumelanin, it gives black and brown to the color of hair. And also the pheomelanin gives blonde and red color to the hair. So when you're seeing a person as myself, but I have artificial hair color, that means one word, and with it being one word, this hair color will be artificial, but what type of pigment does it have that you see? Red. So therefore, if we're talking about a person's natural hair color, if you have dark black or dark brown, then we're talking about eumelanin. And a lot of times, eumelanin that is not spoke of in our industry a lot is that it can hold a lot more heat than blonde texture hair or red hair, okay? Because the melanin is changed. Some of us have dark pigmented, more brown color, or some of us are black color, and then you have some of us that have a lot more yellow in our skin and also a lot of red in the skin. And these are what we call like undertones. But if you have exposure to the sun rays, some people get burned a lot faster than others. Okay, it's because of the melanin. So when we're looking at our people that don't have any melanin, and we talk about albinos, and they don't have melanin in the skin. So when we're looking at, we have a mixed melanin of the natural hair that contains both the eumelanin and the pheomelanin. The contributing pigment is known as the undertones. So it is a various of degree of warm exposure during the hair coloring process, and also the foundation of the hair coloring is based on modifying in the pigments or this pigment that we have for the hair color to create new pigment. And so when we're seeing natural hair color and knowing the tones, and there is also going to play a role in when we're looking at the level chart. Everybody say level system.
Level system.
Okay, the level system is a level of units of measurements that are used to identify the lightest to the darkness of the color. So the level system is a system that colorists use to determine the lightness or the darkness of the hair color. So hair color levels ranging on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the dark, or with 1 being the darkest and 10 being the lightest. So when we're looking at, although the names of hair color labels may vary among manufacturers, and when we talk about manufacturers and you hear that, we have like United States, we have our level system ranges from 1 to 10. That's in hair color. But if you're looking at the European lines of hair color will range from 1 to 12. Okay? Because the colors are different. Like my hair is, if my natural hair color will be a level 3. It won't be like a level 1. You'll look at maybe some Asians or even Indians, people from India may have more darker pigment. European people have more darker pigment when we talk about it being the depth of the color that they have, okay? And I'm just kind of throwing it out there. But we see when we're talking about the level chart and how to identify the degree from the lightness to the darkness deals with the depth of each level, like we have over here on the wall. And as you all see, if y'all take a look in your book on page 673, you will be able to see it. Now, can I get somebody to just tell me starting from 3? Well, yeah, starting from the 1 all the way up to 10.
The 1 is natural black.
Natural black.
2 is natural dark brown.
Natural
3
dark brown.
is natural medium brown. 4 is natural light brown. 5 is natural lightest brown. 6 is natural dark blonde. 7 is natural medium blonde. 8 is natural light blonde. 9 is natural very light blonde. 10 is natural lightest blonde.
Okay, so we get that. When we're considering hair color, you got to know what level the client hair color is. Whether if she is natural hair color or whether if it is a hair color, an aniline derivative. So even if it's an aniline derivative or if it's that client's natural hair color, then we are saying that, hey, I need to know what level it is before I can move forward with doing an excellent color application on you. Now, when we're looking and testing that level of the application of it, and we're going to take a look up here, identifying the natural layers, there are steps. You always want to take a half of a square inch. You want to take that section, that's why we have swatches, and some of you all, when we took a look at our wall of fame, and we saw that we see a swatch. You need to have a swatch that'll let you know all the levels of the natural hair color so you can know what color, what level that client is, so it will determine where you need to go. So this is the target area. So this here area that we need to work with on a client's head, whether if she is a level 7, it will determine the color that will go or being applied to her hair color. We're going to discuss this a little further in our lesson on how it is beneficial for you in application. So you all will actually go in and find the natural level of your mannequin, take a picture of it, and you will send it to my email address. There are going to be 3-4 steps that you would need to take, and you will need to take these steps. Taking a picture, you're going to take it and put it on one of my tripod, and it'll be one by one. I'm going to show you the practical, and you're going to send it to me by email. So therefore, when we are understanding how to find the natural level of that client's hair, that means that you have it in your photo album or your book or portfolio, so you will know exactly the expectations that you will perform in pursuing to give that client the dynamic color that they desire, and identifying the natural level of their hair. So we know that the unit of measurements will be the level system that ranges from dark to light, and it's like a gradient. So therefore, we'll understand in that being that 1 being the darkest and 10 being the lightest. So you will identify the natural hair color as well. The best time, and I'm going to move on from this, the best time that you could actually find your client's natural hair color, that's why we always want to use neutral walls or white walls. Green cast walls, like in his classroom, will set off a coolness. Fluorescent lighting is going to set off a coolness in the hair, so you can't really see that client's natural hair color. So when you're doing the hair color and you're at the shampoo bowl, because we got that gold lighting that's up above the shampoo area, and you looking like, oh my God, this is not the color, but you up underneath that lighting. So you got to make sure that you have natural light. Everybody say natural light.
Natural light.
So make sure that when you in a salon, make sure you got natural light around you, whether if you get you a light ring or whether if it's in the building. So you can identify the natural hair color. This is for those that desire to be colorists. It does matter. They say that when the clock hits 3 o'clock, that's when the sun sits the highest. That's when you can find the actual natural color of somebody's hair. At 3 o'clock, if you're doing it outside, when the sun sits the highest. Okay, so that's the true light. Everything else will be more of a additive. We have additive and subtractive. So we have the additive, I'm thinking I got to get them right. One has where you see the cast, like if we take a look at these vents, the wall is green. Do we agree? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when you look in the shadow, in the shade part, it's still green, but it looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because the light ain't shining on it. So that's what I want you to be mindful of when you taking a look at different lightings. Because of the different light, it's going to show a different cast. Same color, but different. So even when you have clients that come in, they bring in these pictures, and what they seeing in their hair is where it sparkles, where the light is really hitting the hair. So you got to know, what are you seeing? What are you looking at? Are you got to incorporate. That's why I tell y'all, tell me what y'all see. So when y'all dealing with consultation and you talking with a client, they're not just looking at the reflection of the light hit the hair. So you need to know what questions to ask your client in order to get the results that they're looking for. Are they going to be like, no, I'm not paying for this? Are they going to give you problems because the consultation wasn't effective? Okay? Ignorance is the biggest killer. And I've been there, all the roads. Took me a long time. So when we're considering identifying the natural hair color, everybody mark in their books. I think it's asking us several questions about it. Did you all see any questions that it may be asking us
About the levels?
about the levels? Like a fill in the blank? What is it saying?
The melanin that gives black and brown, the melanin that gives black and brown color to hair is known as.
It's known as what?
You, Melanie?
Melanin. Okay. So then we have the melanin that's found in red hair is known as what?
Female.
Melanin. So therefore, when we're looking at the method of using or used to analyze the lightness or darkness of the hair color, whether the natural or artificial color, this here is called what? Level what? The level system. Yeah, that's the level system, exactly. Right on point. So great job.